All right, welcome back, everybody. Ready for part 2 of the Battle of Washington. Here comes a Union counterattack, so let's get ready for this. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 Union brigades plus 2 supplies that I've captured. That's definitely a reflection of the update to the game, which makes it a little easier to capture these brigades, which has always frustrated me how hard it was at times when it seemed like it should be a no-brainer that they would surrender in certain situations. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves in position to withstand a counterattack that I know is going to be coming. So I want to get all my units back to safety here before it's too late. Those two I can't quite pull back yet, but the rest of these I can. I can't even use the fortifications because they're on the wrong side. So I got to be cautious of that, because that means he can use them if he gets into those positions. So I can't back up so far as to allow him the fortifications, but obviously that's going to make it a little more difficult to take Fort Stevens. But let's go ahead and see what happens here. I'm going to try to get over here and take Fort Stevens before he gets his counterattack going. Alright, we just shattered another Union brigade there. I've got some time because the units, his reinforcements aren't on the field yet. Oh, some of them are. He's got 11,000 men. But let's take these guys out real quick, take this fort. Alright, here they come. I need to back up quickly. He's running. Jeez. Alright, time out. Let's pause for a second, because he's coming a lot faster than I expected him to. So that's not giving me nearly as much time as I thought I was going to have. Okay. I'm going to pause again because I want to see what's happening over here with this fort. I don't think he's got much there to stop me with. Get Nagel up in there, and Bartlett, and they should be able to take it. I'm going to turn Ward to face these guys. Actually, skirmishers ought to be able to do that job. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing here in the next couple minutes, just as I keep one eye on this assault on Fort Slocum and the other eye on Hooker's counterattack. I'm going to let Richards kind of be a delaying action here from these woods. Barton, you need to get your retreated butt out of here. Oh, he's got more men down here than I thought he did. Richards is going to heroically hold to buy time for the rest of my units to get into a better defensive position here. And he's shifting over here toward Fort Stevens, which I need to quickly take. Oh, nice. So that guy went on a melee attack against me, and I ended up causing him to surrender. Excellent. Hang tough there, Richards. He's down to just 8,600 men again. So this is exactly how I'd hoped this would go. I knew that he had more men than me overall for this battle, but figuring that, like a lot of these battles, it would kind of let him have them come in piecemeal. If I could isolate and destroy units as they hit me, I could even the odds, and that seems to be working. I just got to deal with these batteries and then occupy the fort. Okay, so now that I took Fort Stevens, it's going to go ahead and advance, or Fort Slocum, it's going to go ahead and advance us to the flanking attack. This is where I'm a little more unsure about how to go about this. I had to have somebody at least in both flanking attacks, so I did the minimum number possible on the flank attack on this side, on the Union left, because this was, I knew, the much more difficult terrain of the two. So I have no intention of attacking from this left side. I'm just going to keep these guys back, and I'm going to use the much more favorable ground on this side, the Union right, to attack. And obviously I don't have the numbers here like I did elsewhere. But again, what I'm counting on is that he's kind of in different places. So even though he's got more men than I do, I don't think he'll have more men than I do in this one fort. We'll see how this goes. I don't know. This is where I'm still a little unsure. I don't know what part of the battle I have to have completed when. So I'm not sure how much time I have before I absolutely have to secure these forts. But again, let's see if we can isolate and destroy a unit here. See, the odds are going to be much more even in this part of the battle, and I don't like that. So I've got to be really cautious. So I'm guessing he's probably got men all the way along these fortifications, but here we go. There's some reinforcements. So let me go ahead and scout ahead in here and see if he's got units down here. Because if he does, that certainly makes things a little more difficult to try and get on Walker's flank. I can't even really see yet. How can I not see? Okay, there he is. Back off. So let's do this. Let's start shifting this way. I don't have a lot of artillery for these attacks. I don't know if he's got fortifications up here or not. If he does, I'm not inclined to get too close to him. going to break off some skirmishers just to cover this flank here. Yeah, he does have men up there. Good. That means they're not down here. Alright, once I've got everybody into position, I'll move quickly to try and secure this fort. I've got a 12,000 man advantage overall in the field, which means I should have a significant advantage at this fort here. Which is, that's Fort Washington, that's Fort Thomas. So Fort Thomas is what we're looking at here. I'll keep these guys covering my flank. And then I'll load up and get ready to just rush this fort as best I can. This guy's really spread out, so that should bode well for me. Oh, I should have waited. Here comes more reinforcements. Yeah, I definitely should have waited. That would have given me more firepower. Okay. Got to overrun the last 2/3 of this fort. There we go. Take out that battery. Dude, are you really marching supplies into the fort? Please tell me that's what you're doing. Oh, come on, Wharton. No, 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 careful. Alright, we gotta get spears down here to deal with Walker real quick. Wharton, stop going that way. Please. Route this way. Alright, spears to the rescue. Alright, now that we've got the fort, I've got to reform, figure out the next step here. Here we go, Wharton, you've got yourself back into this. Now I think we can take Walker out of this battle. No, Bragg, you're going that way. Let's destroy this battery. Alright, I've got almost a 2-to-1 advantage now on the area around Washington. That's helpful. It's all about concentrating the force and isolating and destroying the enemy. Seems to be working. Come on, Walker, surrender. You just lost half your force in like a matter of seconds. Hour and 14 minutes to go. I've still got 2 forts to take. I'm hoping I have time. I don't have to take them right now. Haven't played this battle enough to know that. I'm inclined to think I'm going to have to press this. These guys I really don't want to attack. I just want to keep them from coming after me. So let's go ahead and shift the focus now to the west. I just want to bypass these guys altogether if I can and go right down the center. Alright, once I get a battle line, we'll advance on Washington. I'm guessing just because of the amount of time given here that I don't have to take it yet. So I'm not going to go crazy trying to overrun this last fort in the city. But I will try to keep up a steady pace of advance. Oh, hey, look at that. Supplies. Get them. I have a feeling my infantry's going to get there and fire on them before I can capture them. Come on, Forrest, get there. Run, Forrest, run. I know, I had to. I'm sorry. Got him. Thank you. Now stop. Back up. Bayards, stay right there. At the edge of those woods. Shoot it out. This is going to get interesting. I'm going to have to come up. I'm going to try to come up through the city across this bridge. These bridges, I guess. And then I got to get up there and take that little star fort. Only 41 minutes left. I can't imagine they intend that you have to have the city in the last fort, unless you're figuring that you were attacking from both flanks. I hope I'm not wrong about not having to take the fort yet, because this is otherwise going really well, and I'd hate to screw it up because I was too slow in getting to the objective. They should have had the Capitol and the Washington Monument unfinished, and the White House. That would have been nice. Alright, hold up, Wade Hampton, right there. I do not intend for that to be the main avenue of attack here. Alright, I think we're good to cross. These guys are in bad condition right now. Spears, because I had them running. Gonna run out of time, though. Please don't tell me that means I lose. Oh, Sir Rommel's running too. No wonder he's in bad condition. Alright, so that's where we're going to be at the end of this part of the battle. I don't know if we're shifting back to the north now, or if there will be more to come, how this is going to work. The forts must fall. The forts have fallen. I've got all of them. So let's go ahead and shift back to the forts. Alright, General, while our forces assault the city, we must prevail in the northern sector, then march down and destroy the last opposition. We have to secure Fort Stevens and the nearby forts, or else our army will remain split in 2 parts and vulnerable, forcing us to retreat. Don't hesitate, attack, and take the forts. So I'm guessing then what they're telling me is this is the point at which you must have the forts, which is fine, because I do have the forts. I could just kind of clean up here a little bit. I would expect there's going to be a Union counterattack at this point, even more than there already has been. See if we can take out this veteran unit once and for all. Oh, there's some more supplies up there. I'm going to send these skirmishers up to go get those. Alright, I'm going to start getting into a defensive position with these forts now. Come on, skirmishers, get there. Let's look over here now. He doesn't have the manpower to take these forts back. I'm not too worried. He's only got... Yeah, I got him outnumbered 6-1. I'm good. Definitely good. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip over this part for the sake of you, the viewer. Because I know there's nothing that needs to happen. Well, you know what? Let's wait and see, because all 3 of these are contested. If that timer ticks down to 0, it may advance us back to the last part of the battle. Okay, so that did work. So we'll come back with the last part of this battle here shortly. As always, I welcome your input. If you hit that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it, and subscribe as well. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's finish this thing off and win the battle and win the war. We've captured the northern forts and now march south to give the final blow to Washington's defenders. They're fighting us on all sides. Charge. Alright. It gets easy now, because with everybody on the battlefield, I outnumber him 3-1. And honestly, I'm inclined to just go ahead and use my southern force at the moment. But let's go ahead and squeeze them from all sides. All-out advance from all positions. Looks like his supplies got away, at least temporarily. Oh, General Wilcox, you might want to wait for the troops, guys. Or guy. See if we can get this guy to surrender. Kind of keeping track on two fronts right now, north and south. Main thing I'm watching is how many men does he have left. He's down to 23,000. I know he's got to have more. There must be somewhere that he's got another army waiting to appear on the scene. I feel like I haven't possibly fought all 130,000 men yet. Random battery up here. General Lee never came to the fight. He's just kind of hanging out up at the top. Okay. Sorry about that, General Lee. Didn't mean to leave you kind of like in timeout. Down to 22.8. The noose is slowly tightening. Ran into a little bit of an issue here where he's got too many men for me to effectively deal with. Fort Washington's the only thing we're waiting on. We got 4 hours to do it. Let me send one unit over here to help deal with that. Oh, there are more units down here. Thought that might be the case. So I gotta be cautious here because this is one of those situations where I could have an issue because I push up toward Fort Washington and leave the city undefended. It may be better for me to attack the fort from the north. Alright, what's he down to now? 21-2. And we got a couple units here that I think we'll hopefully finish off here soon. Now you go back to be with your parent unit now. Alright, give these guys a chance. I guess they're in good shape. To the fort. Oh, there's Hobson. Okay. Alright, let's fall back and defend the city with a few units. The rest go for the fort. He's down to 18-6 now. Excellent. Get your surrendered butt out of my fort. $17-6. Just watching that number tick down of available Union soldiers. I'm going to put these guns right in the city. What's happening over here? Can we finish these guys off yet? Oh, there's 2 more units surrendered. Get out of my sight. He's only got 15,500 men left. So the only question now is, I keep hearing about this massive Union counterattack when you take the city, so waiting to see if that happens here. Because I don't feel like I've faced 130,000 men, and that was what they said he has. Now it's just a matter of destroying as much of his army as I can here. Alright, there is a next day. Okay, I thought that might be the case. I guess now it's about a Union counterattack. So let's see how that goes. Maybe. What's happening? Nothing is happening. Hopefully I did not hit a glitch here. Alright, well I'm going to come back when something happens. Okay, well, not sure what happened here. It said proceeding to the next day, but then nothing happened. So I just hit play and we're continuing the battle. So I guess we'll see what happens here. It seems like it was supposed to advance to another stage, but didn't. I suppose I'll just destroy what's left of his army and go from there. Keeping it on fast forward. What's he got left? He's got 11,000 men left. I can't even see the objectives. It won't let me press the button for the objectives. Okay. So perhaps we've glitched out. So I'm just going to go ahead and destroy the rest of his army and we'll call this a win. Little anticlimactic because I was hoping that something else would happen. Like you'd see a surrender or something, but it looks like it's just going to stop right here because I can't even look at the victory objectives since I have them all. So somebody out there, maybe you finished it, maybe you can tell me if there's something else that's supposed to happen here. But it doesn't appear it's going to give me that option. We'll just go till there's nobody left. Which might mean hunting down unseen units. Where are they? Oh, we got these guys here. What's he got left? 9,500 men. $9,000. Some isolated units here and there that I've got to hunt down. Come on, Siegfried, just charge him. Finish him off. Grab the supplies. $7,500 men left. Oh, these guys are out of ammo. We're going to have to come down from the other side. Maybe I can trigger the end of the battle by wiping out his army. Oh, geez, Nathan Bedford Forrest was killed. When the war is already over, he was killed. Bring the snipers down. Let them get involved. These guys are without ammo, so we're going to have to go melee. Who's left? 5,500 men. $4,800 men. And a big chunk of them right here. And another big chunk right here. And it looks like the rest are hiding down here in this corner. $3,600 men. We got Morgan literally cornered. Everybody's out of ammo here. So we just need to charge him. Surrender, Morgan. He's gone. Okay, 2,000 men left. And there's some of them just surrendered. Who's left? There are 900 men. Here's 600 of them right here. Where's the last unit? Right there. That should be the final unit on the field. Come on, there's nobody left to fight. This should be the end of the war, right? Come on. There's nobody left to fight. 220 men. Where are they? Oh, right there. Finish him. That is the final Union unit. He won't surrender. He won't surrender. Surrender. There we go. Alright, there's nobody left. The Union Army literally has 0 soldiers, and the war will not end. I think there's a glitch. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up right here. I've won. I've won the Battle of Washington. There's nothing more I can do. I've got like 60,000 men on the field, and there's nobody to fight. So we're going to call it a victory. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this whole series. It's been a lot of fun. I am going to go back. Have had several people request now with the major updates to the game that I go back and play through it again to show all the changes. So I'm going to do that on Brigadier General difficulty as the Confederate Army. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Please use the comment section below to your heart's content. If you'd hit that thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon.